How has the history of student loans changed tuition costs? Imagine a world where students can borrow money to pay for college without worrying about the cost. That's not quite how it has played out over time. The history of student loans in the United States shows a story of how borrowing and rising tuition have become linked. Student loans first started in 1958 with the National Defense Education Act. It was aimed at helping students in science, engineering, and foreign languages to boost the country's competitiveness. Then, in 1965, the government created the Higher Education Act. This law introduced guaranteed low-interest loans to make college more affordable. These loans later became known as Stafford loans. They had two types: subsidized, where the government paid interest while students were in school, and unsubsidized, where interest added up during studies. As time went on, more students could borrow money. By the late 1970s, borrowing was available to middle-income families too. This meant more students could take out loans to pay for college. At the same time, tuition costs started to climb. One reason is that colleges knew students could borrow more money, so they raised tuition prices. This idea is called the Bennett hypothesis. It suggests that, when the government offers more financial aid, colleges might increase their prices because students can borrow to cover the higher costs. In the 1990s, reforms changed how loans worked. Students had to pay interest during school with unsubsidized loans, and the government began lending directly to students instead of through private banks. This made borrowing easier but also meant students faced more debt after graduation. Private loans grew too, often with higher interest rates and fewer protections. By the 2000s, student debt hit hundreds of billions of dollars. The 1988 financial crisis made private lenders leave the market, so the government took over most student lending. Meanwhile, tuition kept rising faster than inflation and family incomes. Understanding this history shows why college costs keep climbing. Easier access to loans has made college more available but also encouraged colleges to raise prices. Borrowing heavily can leave students with big debts that affect their financial future. Starting a college savings plan early can help reduce the need for large loans. Knowing the difference between subsidized and unsubsidized loans helps students borrow wisely. Looking for scholarships, grants, and savings options can also cut down on borrowing. In short, the growth of student loans has made college more reachable but has also contributed to higher tuition costs. Planning ahead and saving early can make a big difference in managing college expenses and avoiding heavy debt after graduation.